To be a freshman is to be in possession of a wonderful thing. Time. There is time to figure out what you want to do with your life. Time to figure out what classes you want to take, what books you want to read. There is time to make friends, and now their story begins. These are freshmen.
Meat? I mean, it's an 8th grader passing to 9th grade.
Freshmen are fresh meat that are very gullible to senior pranks.
Well, you can be a freshman in high school or a freshman in college, but I think bottom line, it's somebody who's new in a school setting.
A freshman is I like that word, fresh meat. They're young, they're immature.
Freshmen, they're young, immature, adorable creatures, but they grow up just like I did.
It's great. It's our biggest class that we've ever had, and I think it just shows that our community is growing, our school's growing, and we're just getting more great kids in our building every day.
There's a lot of them. There's so many people compared
there's
to like
a lot
other
of
grades.
Yeah, there is.
And there's like both schools that came together, so there's like a bunch.
Yeah, a lot of them.
And new transfers.
It's like their economy of answers, way too many of them, swarming about.
Wait, what do you mean? What do I think? Should we get rid of some of them?
Well, there's like 400.
Yeah, there are a lot more. It's the first year that we weren't able to have like true freshman academy because we just have too many kids. But what can we do? We can't send them away. They're here. My classes really aren't any more in each class than normal, but they've had to create other classes. So some of the freshman schedules are different. It's tough for some of them, but I don't know what else we can really do at this time.
It is enormous.
Here's freshmen are a great class. They're lively, they are fun, they're very supportive of each other, and they do care about each other. So I'm really impressed with this year's freshmen, even though there's quite a few of them. They're a great group.
So far, the freshmen this year seem to be a good group. I haven't had any issues discipline-wise in my classes. They all seem eager to learn and willing to be, and glad to be here and willing to do whatever we ask them to do. So far, so good.
Welcome to Charger Field, home of P.O.D baseball. It's a matter of pride.
Yeah, definitely. I thought it would be a lot cooler in middle school when I got here, and I was like, whoa.
Classes seem to go by quicker.
Yeah, no, they go by a lot longer. It's like, oh.
Like if you don't pay attention.
It's like a snail, like Gary the snail, that's how slow it is.
No, because I thought I was going to be picked on.
Yeah, so did
Because I was a freshman.
Bully us.
Yes.
Yeah. People don't really care that much about what you act like. Yeah. It's kind of like you're your own.
I don't get judged.
Yeah, you do.
I like teaching freshmen that they're new to the school. They're usually open to new ideas and new ways of learning, and typically they're off to a good start, a new start, so they all come in ready to get going and get off to a good start on their high school career.
The thing I like most about teaching freshmen is they're new to Bullitt East, and I like to take the time to teach them how things at Bullitt East work, kind of work with them to adapting to high school, making sure that they know where to go, where to be on time, making sure they stay organized, and helping them get off to a good start at high school.
I like the concept of working together with other teachers and making sure all the freshmen are taken care of. I like working with the other teachers that are involved with freshmen, and I do like their age group.
I like freshmen because I like teaching Algebra 1. I also like that they don't have jobs yet. They're not worried about prom. Some of them don't have boyfriends and girlfriends. So for the most part, they're still pretty focused on school.
No. Nope. Done and over.
No, absolutely not.
Whee! Being in a new place with new people and all the crowds, that sucked.
Becoming a sophomore.
Math and chorus. Mine would be math, life skills.
I'd have to say health. Health's pretty cool. Miss Hair.
I like my last period, Mr. Edwards, global issues. That's pretty fun.
Yeah, my last period's pretty cool too. Mr. Downs. Just kind of type in there. It's all like type.
Excited. I'm excited.
I think since I started teaching here, I've always had a geography class, which was freshmen. So I think for 9 years I've been teaching freshmen. I've just liked teaching freshmen. It's like I've always been doing it. So it's kind of like they're not too crazy at that age, but some teachers don't like dealing with them, but I like them.
I had been teaching Algebra 2 with juniors for about 5 or 6 years. And although I like algebra, I was getting tired of teaching Algebra 2. So I decided when the opportunity came to teach on Freshman Academy to come down and teach Algebra 1 to the freshmen.
I've actually spoken to the freshmen, and one of the main expectations I have is that each of them completes the year on a good note, gets off to a good start for high school, doesn't get themselves in a hole. Getting off to a bad start freshman year can lead to a whole line of negative things and bad things that can happen to you over the next few years. You're playing catch up. So all freshmen know, and I fully expect all freshmen to get through this year on the right foot and enter their sophomore year with momentum.
Go, hey.
Not even gonna do it. I know.
Nah, I'm just kidding.
My advice to freshmen would be, just because you're in high school, don't act like you run the place, because then people won't like you and that'll cause problems for yourself.
Stay out of seniors' way.
Do your work, and if people say stuff about you, just ignore it.
Advice is to just do all your homework and study. Do your best.
Just to do your best and not to get in the way of everybody and be mean to everybody else. So if you're nice to people, then it works out.